Teaser is a windy, cold March afternoon, about 3:30 p.m. And I'm looking up at the sky. The bare tree branches, silhouetted against the bright, clear blue, are swaying gently in the gusty breeze. It's a scene that feels both simple and profound, a moment of quiet contemplation amidst the chill. And it got me thinking about the quiet, unassuming lives of our earliest mammalian ancestors, lives that have been brought into sharper focus by recent scientific discoveries. Imagine, if you will, a world vastly different from this chilly March afternoon, a world of dinosaurs, of giant tree-like ferns, of vibrant, colorful creatures. You'd see dinosaurs with striped tails and ruddy crests, primitive birds with iridescent feathers. But you'd be less likely to notice your closest relatives, the early mammals. They were small, strictly nocturnal, and as a recent study published in Science has revealed, decidedly drab. This new research, the first to look back at early mammals in full color, has uncovered what the fur of our long-lost kin probably looked like. So, across 6 different specimens, representing 5 distinct near mammalian or mammalian groups, the researchers found a striking uniforming. All of the early mammal fossils examined indicated the extinct animals had unpatterned. It's a finding that might seem underwhelming at first, but it's significant for illustrating what science has only previously been able to guess at. It's like looking at those bare branches against the cold sky and realizing that their seemingly simple pattern holds a wealth of information, a complex story waiting to be uncovered. For decades, scientists could only speculate about the color of extinct species. But now, with advanced fossil imaging methods and a thorough examination of pigment-producing cells, we're able to reconstruct the past with greater accuracy. It's a testament to the power of scientific inquiry, the ability to find meaning in the seemingly ordinary, even on a brisk, windy day. The first mammal-like animals emerged alongside dinosaurs in the Mesozoic era, the age of reptiles. Based on fossilized bone and skeletal impressions, paleontologists have long theorized that these early pre-mammals and the later true mammals were fairly small, no larger than rodents, and predominantly active at night to avoid predation. Measures of eye sockets have been some of the only concrete evidence of that nocturnal lifestyle. Now, this glimpse at some of the first mammals' true colors adds proof. Though we mammals may not be quite as colorful as our avian counterparts, modern species still display hues from purple to orange, along with varied patterns. Fur color isn't just aesthetic. It's a multifunctional adaptation that can serve purposes as varied as thermoregulation, camouflage, mate attraction, communication, and defense. Understanding how early mammals looked helps us understand how they lived and when all the present diversity evolved. The researchers built a database of living mammals using spectrophotometry to quantify the color of 116 modern species and an electron microscope to closely examine the melanosomes, melanin production and storage sacs inside melanocyte cells of each of those animals. The team found correlations between hair color and melanosome shape and size, and used those trends to build a predictive model. Then, they applied this model to 6 very well-preserved 165 to 120 million-year-old fossils unearthed from northeastern China, fossils that included intricate impressions of fur and individual hairs, and also represented a wide swathe of early mammals and mammalia forms. The fossils included 2 flying squirrel-esque gliders, a mole-like burrower, a tree climber, and 2 different terrestrial creatures. They found that the fossilized melanosomes were remarkably similar, suggesting a uniform dark brown coloration. There was some small variation between and within the specimens. It's biology, after all, as one of the researchers noted, but not enough to call them different colored. Likely, their universal dull, dark coloring helped these early mammals to better camouflage at night and stay warm, especially on cold nights like this one. It's like looking at those branches against the blue sky and noticing the subtle nuances, the delicate patterns, the intricate details that make each branch unique. The fossils, too, revealed small variations, but overall, the extinct species showed far less diversity than their modern counterparts. This drab, dark coloring likely helped these early mammals to better camouflage at night and stay warm, especially on cold nights like this one. They were humble creatures living in the shadows, but they were also our ancestors, the foundation upon which all mammalian diversity would eventually be built. However, The study comes with limitations. The sample size of 6 fossils is small, encapsulating only a particular time period, region, and subset of all early mammals. The study authors suggest early mammals were stuck in a narrow ecological and evolutionary lane until the extinction of the dinosaurs. But recent studies have found evidence for earlier diversification events, as much as 30 million years before the dinosaurs died out. Some early mammals displayed advanced social behaviors, and some were even dino predators. There's often the tendency to think of Mesozoic mammals as these kind of meager critters that were just running around hiding, says one researcher. Though that may be true for many, particularly the earliest groups, I would be hesitant to draw that conclusion about all early mammals. Additional research examining a broader range of specimens would be needed to assess how far-reaching the trend of brownish, boring mammals was, and when exactly mammals began to gain stripes, spots, patches, and brighter colors. A graduate student in the lab has already started a project to reveal just that in an attempt to build a detailed timeline for evolution. In addition to illuminating our own long evolutionary journey, this and similar work underscore the value of museums and preserving fossil remains. When these fossils were initially collected, we didn't have the technology to interrogate these sorts of questions, says one researcher. You never know what sort of new insights you can get from old fossils. It's a reminder that even the most unassuming things like those bare branches swaying in the cold March wind can hold the seeds of something extraordinary, something beautiful, something transformative. And it's a reminder that science, like nature, is full of surprises, full of hidden depths, full of stories waiting to be told, even on a seemingly ordinary windy afternoon.